Welcome back to the channel, y'all. So we have been posting Farm Simulator 25 videos for about a month now. So today we are going to go back and take a look at all the videos we've made with Farming Simulator 25, which is a total of 6 videos. So enjoy this video. This grass right here, it really needs mowed. I think we should go back to the farm, get the tractor, and I think we should mow it. Welcome back to the channel, y'all. Today on the farm on FS22, one of the first videos I've ever done on FS22, we are going to be mowing the roadsides, and maybe at the end of the video, if we have time, we might feed the cat. Alright, we're at the roadside now. We're going to stop mowing this roadside, and then we'll head to the field. The other field where we're going to mow, and mow it, then we'll come back and finish this one. There we go. So now I am driving to the field. We are almost there, and then we will start mowing. We're just going to mow a little bit. We're not going to mow all the roadside like we are back at the farm. We're mainly just going to mow like around the cornfield. Alright, y'all. We are pulling into the field here, and we're just going to mow like around the field here. Here we go. Just so hopefully it help the soybeans grow a little better, and it won't have as many weeds and stuff going to the field. Okay, we are going to head across the road and do the same thing. Here we go. So you can tell where we're mowing, this grass is coming up in the soybeans and stuff. So that's why we're mowing this, to hopefully prevent that from happening. You need to come spray those beans, there's a lot of weeds in them. There's some bushes growing too. Those weren't that big when I planted the beans in April. It's June now. Looks like the hayfield across the road there is going to be mowed in a little bit. You know what we're going to do? I think we should mow all the grass all the way up to the train track. Yeah, we're going to do that. So I'll see you guys once I get most of it made. Alright, we're finishing up mowing here. We're working on our last swipe through the field. And then we will be done with this. Okay, there we go. We got this done. So I'm going to keep mowing here, but that will be the end of this video. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Alright, y'all. We just got done feeding the cows. And then our next step will be to go mow some hay. So that way we can get the hay baled for the cows, because our supply is starting to run a little low. Alright, we're in the tractor now, and we are going to head to the hay field, which is field number 20. We're on the other side of town, and we're going to mow some hay for our cattle. See you when we get to the field. Alright, we're pulling into the field here now. Here we go. Now this is the first cutting of the hay for the year. Hopefully we get a lot more, because we need them. We need a lot of hay. So we are going to get a hired worker going here on the hay, and we'll see you guys when he's done mowing. Alright, y'all. We are done mowing the hay. So we are going to take this tractor back to the farm. And then we'll probably get the hay rake. Not today though, because the hay will be too wet still. Be a couple days. Then we'll get the hay rake. I don't think we're going to tether it. We'll see. So I'll see you when we get to the farm. Alright, we got the tractor in the barn. So I'll see you tomorrow. It's the next day now. We got the tractor and hay rake hooked up and all ready to go. Here's our tractor and baler. Ready to bale. We're gonna get on the tractor and we're gonna head to the field now. Okay, we've made it to the field now. We'll get in here, we'll unfold the hay rake, sorry. And then we're gonna get a AI worker going on this field actually, while I go get some other equipment ready at the farm. And then I'll come back, get this tractor, and we'll bale the hay. So, here we go. There we go. Oh no, the baler just came unhooked. Here we go. Alright, so he's still raking the hay at the field, but we're gonna head over with the baler now to hopefully get a head start on baling the hay. That way we don't have as much work to do later and get it done quicker. So first thing we have to do is we have to go by the shop. It's right over here. And we gotta get some round bale net for the bale, because it's, you can see it's about empty. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. So I'll see you when we get to the field. Alright, so we are at the field now. We are going to start baling here. I'm gonna reset my bale count here though. there. That way we know how many bales we get off this whole field here. So he's almost done raking. I think he might still have more on the other side of the field to do. But like I said, we all still gonna bale it, even if he's out here, because it won't hurt anything. I don't think we'll be in the way. There we go, there's the bale. And we will continue baling. Go out here baling hay. We are about done with the first part of the field here, the first half. Oops. Looks like we missed some over there. Alright, there we go. We're done with this. But now we have all this to do. Go ahead and get this first little tiny windrow here. Like this. Now we're going to do the headlands of the field. We're going to go around the outside of the field now. And here we go. Alright, y'all, we're almost done baling this field. We are finishing up here. There we go. We are done. We got a total of 36 bales off this field. So we're going to go ahead and take the baler and the hay rake home. Then we'll bring back the tractor and trailer and stuff to load all these hay bales up, and we'll take them back to the farm. Alright, y'all, now since we got all the hay baled, we're going to start loading up the hay, and then we'll get it all back to the farm and unload it, and then we'll have it for this winter to feed for the cows. So got 3 bales loaded up so far. Alright, y'all, we got a full load here of hay, and we're heading back to the farm, and we will get it unloaded. So I'll see you when we get to the farm. Alright, y'all, we're unloading the hay here. And then I'm going to head back to the field and get the final hay out of it and bring it back here, and we'll be done with the hay field. Here we go. So I'm back at the field here now with the tractor, loading up hay. I'm almost done here. So this will be the end of the video. Thank you all for watching. Have a good day. Welcome back to the channel, y'all. Today we are going to be doing FS 15 versus FS 25. So there's a 10-year difference in between the two games. So here we go. First things off in the video, we're going to be harvesting on FS 15. So we'll unfold the harvester. No, we got it. Here we go. Now we will get harvested. There we go. That's how the harvesting looks in FS 15. Now let's see what it looks like FS 20. Alright, y'all. Now we are in FS 25 and we are testing the harvester. Here we go. You could tell, like, it's more realistic here. Oh, and look at the ground. It like makes like ruts in the field, like it doesn't do like kind of like tracks and stuff. That's really neat. I like that. So now we're gonna see what cultivating looks like in FS 15. Okay, next up in this video, we're gonna see how the cultivator works in FS 15. So here we go. It does pretty good, but you can't really tell it cultivated. It still has like the same lines and stuff in it as like the seed. So we'll see how it looks in FS 25. Okay, y'all, now we are cultivating in FS 25. Now, kind of does the same thing as FS 15, but we'll have to see how planting works. Hopefully it'll look like a little better. Because I do know FS 15, it just looked like how it did when you harvested. So at least that should look a little different by looking across the road. It does look a little different. So that is good. I'll see you in FS 15 when we're planting. Alright, now we are going to start planting in FS 15. Here we go. Alright, now we're going to test it in FS 20. So in my opinion, I think planting looks pretty good in FS 15. Oh, we gotta find something to plant in August. Let's switch to grass. Because you can plant in August. Here we go. See, the planting kind of just looks the same. It just really just changes the color of the dirt. Kind of like FS 15. I think they both look real good. That is nice. Looks like he's still cultivating this field. So it looked real good. But now can this planter no-till? I think they could in 15. I didn't test it well, but we'll see if it can no-till. So no, it cannot no-till. You have to cultivate it outside. Okay. Let's see. There's all this cultivated right there. Which I think I could cultivate. There we go. Alright, we are back at FS 15. Now we are going to water the cattle. And I'm pretty sure this will probably be like the same way. as in FS25. The bunk might not be as big, but I'll be about it. I think this is where we unload it. That might be where the feed goes. I guess we can check over here. I've really not played FS15 that much. But I'm thinking this would probably be where it'd go. I don't think there's anywhere else it could go. I'll drive around here and see if there's anywhere. I don't think there is. So you know FS17 is like a different place, like across the pasture that you can put the water. So that has to be where the water goes. Because there is no other place. Yeah, there's no other place it could go. Well, we're not going to be able to see where we have unload water. I don't know where we unloaded after the cow, so we'll see if it's easier in FS25, I guess. Alright, we are now in FS25, and we're going to unload water for the cats. Hopefully it's a little bit easier than it was in FS15, because like you guys saw, we could not figure it out. Here we go, unloading the water. See, all you gotta do in FS25 is back up to the water tank and then unload it. That was nice. Alright, thank you for watching this video, y'all. Hopefully y'all enjoyed. If you want more videos like this, let me know, and welcome back to the channel, everybody. So as you can see, the beans here right by our farm here, they are ready for harvest. So we're gonna harvest them today, and hopefully we can get our new extension whatever of the farm, because we are talking about getting some beehives and getting some beehives on our farm. I don't know if we're gonna do it or not, but we might. So we're gonna drive around back the truck first. We're gonna pull the bean head out of it. Alright, y'all, so we are hooked up to the bean head. We are gonna pull it around, look at all the sickle sections, and make sure they all look good before we get off into the field. We'll go ahead and hook the header right here, because the combine's in that shop right there. So we'll unhook it there. Go ahead and move the truck over here so it's out of the way. There we go. Here, we'll look at the sickle sections first and make sure they all look good. So I'll check them over. Okay, y'all. Everything on the bean head, it all looks good. So we're gonna get in the combine and go hook up to the bean head and hopefully we get harvesting today. And hopefully we can get a couple fields done today. Maybe a couple smaller fields. But we're hoping to get most of the bean harvest knocked out, and hopefully we can get it all done in about 2 days. So we'll go ahead and pick this up and we'll unfold the header. Okay, now we're going to unfold the combine. We'll head to the field. It's right on the other side of the grain bin. Okay, we're just pulling into the field here. We're going to get the header going and we're going to get harvesting our first beans of the year. There we go. We're trying not to get too close to the fence because we don't want to break it or anything. So the first day of harvest, it always goes slow. So I don't expect to really get too much done today. But we're going to try to hopefully get as much done as we can. The yield's looking pretty good. We'll get out and make sure stubble and everything's looking good. Yep, it's all looking good. So we'll go ahead and get back in the combine here. We're going to finish up this small section here. We're going to move across to drive and do that. This small field here, it's always kind of hard to harvest because it's so close to the fence over there, like the crop. You get right up next to the fence with the plant. Okay, there we go. Go and turn the header off. I'll wait on that car to go by and we'll go ahead and go in the road and turn around. Because it's such a small area. We get lined up here and then we get harvested. Last year with the corn we were even closer to the fence and it was so hard to harvest. So I'm glad we're not as close this year. So here we go. Okay, there we go. We got that part harvested. We're going to go ahead and just park the combine right here for now. And we're going to go get the grain cart and get it all ready. That way we'll have it for when we're busy with harvest. Back up here and we'll hook up to the grain cart. Then we'll take it up to the shop and make sure everything's good with it before we take it out to the field. So we'll go ahead and pull it around here to the front of the shop. And then we'll look over it. Then we'll head out into the field. So we'll see you when we get in the field. Okay, everything looks good on the grain cart. So we're going to go ahead and pull it out into the field here and we'll unload the beans we have here. Here so we can get turned around in the field. Very good, we're pulling about right here. And we'll pull it up like about this, then we can back up and unload. We'll go ahead and get in the combine and we'll do that. We are not able to get close enough to the grain cart, I don't think. Well, maybe we are. Here we go. Now we're unloading. Okay, we got the combines unloaded. So I am bad at editing videos, but we're gonna try to do a time lapse harvesting these next beans. So we'll see how it goes. Okay, so we are done with this field. Now we're gonna get to the grain cart and unload the combine. And then we'll get the header onto the header trailer. And then we'll head to the next field that we're gonna harvest for day 1 of soybean. So here we go. Okay, we are heading out now. Combine, we're going to head to the next field. We are going to field 22. So, meet you at the field. We're just getting at the field now. We're going to back in. And then we're going to go back to the farm and get the rest of the equipment, like the grain cart and the header tray. So we'll get that over here, then we'll get this field harvested. Okay, y'all, we've got all the equipment here at the field. And we're going to finish this field up here. And that'll be it for today's video. We're going to unfold the combine. And we'll get turned around to get harvested. Just make sure there's no cars coming. Nope. So we'll turn around here. We're actually going to hire a hired worker to do this field. And I am going to run grain cart. So here we go. So I'll get in the grain cart and I'll follow him around the field. There he goes. Go and get the grain cart up the field here so it's not in the ditch. Farm now, that way I could get the semi. So I'm in the semi and we're gonna take it over to the field. That way we have something to put the beans in. So we're gonna go ahead and head over there to the field. So hopefully he'll have most of the beans harvested. Time we get there with the semi. The corn's ready to harvest too, it looks like. We'll be in the cornfields as soon as we get the beans done. So hopefully be tomorrow. We'll get them all done. Who knows? We're almost to the field. After we get down the hill here, we'll be there. There's the combine. Looks like he's about done. Probably 2 more swipes and he'll be done. I'm gonna go ahead and just pull the semi in the field over here. And park it right here. There we go. And he should be about done harvesting anytime. Okay, so we've got this whole field done now. It was a small field, so we did not get very many beans. But we are going to put the beans we did get into the semi-truck. And then that will be the end of this video. There we go, unloading the beans into the truck. There we go. And that'll be the end of this video. Thank you for watching and have a good day.